And I noticed that about you, I think, in our second sit down. I always say you have a spiritual connection to your wealth and to your creations. And people don't, another thing they don't understand about you is that you are just kind of way up there when it comes to the spiritual side, although nothing on Instagram would show that about you.
Yeah.
But that is why I think you're so successful in this life, is because for you, this is just the beginning of the journey. You know, you're not like, this is over in 20 years. You're like, man, we're going to the next level, the next level, the next level. You always say, I'm a spiritual having a human experience. You told me that for a long time.
100%.
And that the proof is in the pudding. I think your results
Dude,
are based on
when
that.
I look at our real estate, the real estate has a spiritual component to me. I'm looking at it and saying, oh, this is a good neighborhood. This feels good. The people here are good. Like, we can contribute here. There's an exchange. It's not, I bought a house or I bought something, I lived in it. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about something that gives to the whole community. You know, I've never done Section 8 because Section 8 is government housing. It doesn't feel good to me. It feels depriving and slavery-like and suppressive and oppressive, even though there's a lot of money to be made there. The comment you made about Grant, you probably wouldn't have done well on Wall Street because it was so empty feeling. You might be right. Like, I couldn't have made it there. I never ever spent time in the country clubs with the rich people because there's something about it that never felt spiritually alive to me. You know, I would much rather raise money with regular people that benefit because there's something spiritual that's flowing, as opposed to doing one deal with JP Morgan and they give me $100 million or $1 billion. We do one transaction. What happened? Money went to an institution. I don't know how we made a difference, you know? And I don't want to just be the only winner, by the way. I can get super rich like that. But I want to see, like, the thing that, Brian, that makes me the happiest, other than my kids, sending somebody $2,500 every month and having them call me, man, you sent me $32,000 last year, bro. I sent my kids to school on that. I'm like, that's cool. The send is better than the take. It is better to give than receive. I think the Bible says that somewhere, but it is better to give than receive, but it's better to give over and over and over and over again than it is to receive one thing. So I am a very spiritual man, but I'm stuck. I'm stuck in this kind of material mock-up of achievement, right? That obscures this other agenda that I have.
With a lot of baggage.
Don't tell anybody, by the way.
And you're shedding those layers.
Yeah.
And then you get ready for the next level.
Yeah.
Because ultimately, I think you believe we're all one somehow. And I think by giving back to that humanity, that ultimately is important to you and your feeling.
Yeah, 100%.
I say to my students all the time, I want to make you rich. But when I tried to make myself rich, I ended up drinking myself to death and I was alone and completely miserable. But man, in fact, I said, I want you all rolling with the jets, with the this, with the that, I'm going to be so happy.
Yeah.
It just makes me so excited. And empowering the right entrepreneurs to do the right things in this world, that gets me pumped up.
Totally.
Sharing the right messages out to my people. Like, that is the reason I'm sober now. That's the reason I'm happy now. So there's something there that's hard to describe to people. And we're not sold that in all our mainstream media and MTV and TikTok videos. We're sold the opposite. But that contribution is a key thing. And I think you would have been successful on Wall Street, but then you would have been massively unhappy. And you meet those guys all the time. I'm sure you know them. And they're super successful, and yet something's empty. Something's missing. Well,
I know I'm meeting them now. And I can tell they have a look in their eye about like, bro, what's it like to be you?
Yeah.
I remember I asked a guy.
To be free.
You can tell they're not sure what they're interested in exactly.
Right. They're trying.
But they're like, do you have a freedom? Damon John said this to me. He's like, sure, good thing you didn't get that Shark Tank deal, huh? I said, what do you mean? I said, man, I wanted that. He's like, you couldn't be you if you were on Shark Tank. Look at what you do every day. You know, so.
That's powerful. That's the ultimate.
Freedom.
That's the ultimate flex, is your own freedom.
Yeah.
And being you.
Yeah. And that's why I worry about America. Like, is America going to continue to be that place where I get to flex being me? Or are they going to start shutting more people like me down and like you down? I hope not.
Well, let's keep fighting. Make sure it doesn't happen.
Let's get you to be mayor in London, man.
All right, let's
one
do
start. The mayor, and then what would the next be? We make you mayor. What's the next thing after
I'll
that?
come to America. I'll run the place if you want. I'm still a citizen.
Well, let's go.
Or you're gonna run, maybe. I'll be your VP.
You know, it's the thing that we were talking about this in the elevator, right? It's the thing I fear more than any other thing.
Is running for office.
Running for office.
Why?
Well, two things. One, I don't know that I could win. I don't want to lose. That scares me. Two, I would get butchered in the media. The second one doesn't probably scare me as much as the first one. The second one will probably inspire me for the fight, because I do like some of that action. You know, I like being bullied. It somehow emboldens me to do something creatively responsive that gives other people inspiration, that the little guy is still really in charge. The David and Goliath thing is a real deal.
Okay.
I don't know if it happened, but it's happening in my life.
Right. So that means you have to do this thing, man. It's the ultimate test.
I don't know
the ultimate growth experience. Yeah. The ultimate shedding moment.
I think I'm more likely to start a big super PAC.
Okay.
First.
That's a step.
Yeah.
That's a step.
And then start moving some things around.
They say if you wanna determine the future, you create it, right?
Yeah.
So that's the best way.
The best way.
That's what we do every day.
Yeah.
Just make it happen in the face of adversity and all this other stuff. So that's the plan, right, Grant Cardone?
It's the plan.
I want to thank you for going deep yet again. I don't know if it's what it is. Maybe it's the air here in London, but you always keep it super real when you come
thanks,
in here.
Man.
So I appreciate you. I hope people get to know even a little bit of a sliver of the real Cardone, because there's a lot going on underneath the hood. A lot.
Well, you see it. You do one of the best interviews of anybody that I've ever sat with. You see it. You're present. You know, like you got your notes and everything, the things you want to go over. But once you have them, then you let it go, and then you're just with me, and it makes it super cool that you can do that. And like 2 or 3 times today, I was like, oh, dude, he's actually present for the conversation, not just trying to get your next note in.
Yeah.
So thank you.
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. Hey, it's Brian Rose, founder of the DeFi Academy. I've told you my 4-week crypto bootcamp is amazing, but don't take my word for it. This is what my students are saying.
The DeFi Academy was an amazing experience for me. It took me totally out of my comfort zone.
In this course, I was challenged, I was held accountable, and pushed to do things that honestly weren't always easy.
It's been phenomenal, and I can't believe we're already up on our 4 weeks. It has flown by.
Going through this DeFi accelerator by far was one of the best courses I've taken.
You do this course, you really get into the nitty-gritty of the activities that will make you comfortable with decentralized finance.
Thank you so much to Brian and everyone at London Real and the DeFi Academy for even putting together an amazing course like this.
Anybody else that wants to do it, please sign up. It is well worth the money.